Station, other stations is there. There's no time to read or lazy to read. The basic of without time is So what are the headlines today? Any idea? और कल के headlines क्या? आज का तो what were some important headlines that you found yesterday? कुछ नहीं? Anything important going on in sports? IPM में नहीं It's big now. How to discuss it. Answer शेयर किया था देखा? हाँ? Section 4. That's 11th answers. Anyway, we discuss. Oh, it is something we need to discuss. WD वाला ना worksheet 10 You've done worksheet 11. You said no. एक ही वर्कशीट दिया पेंडिंग इसलिए नहीं करना when I have pending work then you miss out on what you need to do and then that is pending accumulated होता है assignment you finish today 11 वाला किया ही नहीं है anyway So vocabulary questions you are able to manage now? Practice the word. That's why I told you do the last test. Last test may you get more practice. And then when we complete, we have the video revision sheets. No questions. Right? One question. And talking is also a good first. Demon किया कि अमृतसर किया है? दोनों ने किया, अमृतसर आधा किया है। You haven't submitted. If you have to make any changes in your application, yeah. Yeah, they have the right to do it. You are. did you check your worksheet and answers? The problem here. If you're done. Yeah, climatic and climatic. Yeah, this one was. So you were a little confused between luxurious and luxuriant, right? So how is luxurious used? Think about it. Luxurious style of living. Luxuriant is usually used as luxuriant growth. That is something that is full and blooming. Right? So, or it could also be luxuriant care, something that is nice, flowing. Yeah. So it could be related to plants, trees. So here, lives of the little princess in a large castle in the rich city were luxurious, like they lived a luxurious lifestyle. Rooms were adorned with luxuriant trimmings of gold. Yeah, luxurious, right? Because when you talk about gold, there will be something that is like well developed. And something that is well developed, well grown. They were handsome men who were distinguished by their luxuriant golden dresses. Luxuriant, that's in here. The cruise ship was a medium size, but the suits were very luxurious. Correct? Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, now we get back here. We have to find the incorrect one. The rooms were adorned with luxuriant trimmings of gold, silk, and velvet. So here, actually, luxuriant would be correct because when we are talking about luxuriant trimmings of gold, silk, and velvet, we are not talking about, we are talking about a particular thing, which is well made, right? That way. So here, it will be of the dust. This won't be luxury. This will be luxurious. So the answer will be. Okay, number 3. Anyone? Got it correct? Do you do coefficient? Complete? Do you take the answers? No? How do you know if they're right? Yeah, this also. This also? Okay. So, King was under intensive pressure to protect the borders of his vast empire. The subjects' loathing of the cruel emperor was intense. Intense. Right? Without intensive study, it is difficult for most students to get admitted to any course. The intense debate between states led to the resolution of issues across the board. So if you see what is coming across, intense and intensive, right? So the team was under intensive pressure, intense pressure, right? Subject's loathing of the cruel emperor was intense. What is intense? What is the difference between intense and intensive? Intense means, yes, grave, intense, intense pressure. Intensive, is also like much, but in which way? You go deep into something. Yeah, intensive here would be like intensive study. Means proper wide. Yeah. So it is covering everything that way. So the only one that doesn't fit in intense debate between states. Yeah. There was a big debate, it's very grave, went on for a long time. So like you can say there was an intense debate on the work program, went on for 4 o'clock at night. So that. So here your correct answer would be A. Good morning, Brishti.
Good morning.
Hello, Shyam. Can you hear me?
Good morning, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, did you people do finish class, the worksheet 10?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you do worksheet 11?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
You people, none of you did worksheet 11. You done? See that you did. Right. Fourth one? Fourth one. Anybody else with doubt in the fourth one? Shyam and Brishti, we are discussing worksheet 10, the vocabulary one. If you have any doubts,
No, ma'am.
no? You got all of them correct? Brishti, you
No,
got
I
all?
have not gotten all of the right, but some were wrong. Around 6 sentences, 6 questions were wrong.
6 questions were wrong. Did you figure out why they were wrong?
Yes, ma'am. There were some silly mistakes.
Okay. Brishti, any doubts?
Ma'am, I checked it with the answers. I got 2 wrong. So
So any clarification you require? Is it sixth one, right? Seventh one. Any somebody said 6. I said 9. You said 9, 7 and 9. This one you didn't have any doubt, no? Urbane and urban. Okay. What does urbane mean? Good morning.
Urbane is a style of living.
Yeah. That is. No, urbane is, what does urbane mean? Did you look up the meaning? Elegant, sophisticated.
Style of living of the urban people.
Yeah, what type of living?
Of the urban people.
Of the,
Who live in urban cities.
yeah, urban cities, but it is like what level of sophistication? That is what it is actually. So urban areas is right? Urban areas. The 7th one. So what was the word here? Young Sandal with a small locus machine.
Ingenious.
Simple but ingenious. Yeah. So here we had ingenious. My friend is an ingenious cook. The young man lost his second because he was rather ingenious to believe. teachers say that some children are very ingenious. We talk about this word a lot of times, right? Ingenious means
Genius. Clever.
clever. Yeah. Ingenious. Yeah. Genius means clever. Yeah. So here, which way is it not properly used?
C.
C. He lost his savings. He was rather, what will be the word here?
Ingenious.
Ingenious. Right? So if you pronounce it that way, you will remember. I pronounce it that way, so I remember. Name. Name. Or ignorant, I'll say. Yeah? Ingenuous would be name or ignorance. Okay, then, yeah, we are discussing worksheet 9. Sorry, 10. Any doubts so far? We are moving to number 9. 9 में क्या problem आया?
Altogether is the problem.
All together. Okay, it is a pleasure that we are all together. All of us are together. Yeah? So it will be 2 words. And the first one. Second one. Okay, second one, a son. Okay, anyone discussing they can discuss here. Yeah? Her son is not interested in watching movies, which is an all together, which is not altogether a bad thing. Here, will it be 2 words or 1 word? 1 word. Right? Altogether is a 1 word, means overall. Yeah? When you write all together in 2 words, means everyone together or everything put together. And all together in 1 word means overall. The 300 guests sat all together in a large dining hall is okay? Facilitator asks the participants to stand up all together, that is also okay. Only B will be 1 word. What the difference? Okay, what else? 11, 12, 11. So here, what was your word? Critic. Emperor ordered the arrest of his most vocal critic. What does critic mean? A person who criticizes. Right? There are very few film critics left in our city. That's also okay. So critic will be used as a noun. Right? Mahatma Gandhi's critic of the West. Is correct?
QUE.
QUE. Speak is
Critic.
what does critique QUE wala mean?
Criticize.
Yeah, that is analysis. It would be rather used as analyzing something. Critique of the book. The person who does the critique is the critic. And the verb form will be the critique. Right? So here it will be critique. His classmates warned him it is not good idea to critique our principal. So is it okay here? Critique can be replaced for criticize. Critique means criticize, right? So analyze, criticize. So critique our principal will be correct. Yeah. So the only one which should be critique instead of critical is C. Okay, 12. This one. Teamed. So the river teemed with salmon. TEEMED teemed means full of, overflowing, right? The wedding was TEAMED in good, teemed. TA and team means, what does team mean? Group of people. Or you team people together means put them together. Right? So will this be correct? What should it be? Team. Right? Which team will win is correct. The film star wore a purple suit teamed with a crimson tie. That's correct? Yeah? So paired with, that will be correct. So the only one wrong is 13. 13 में क्या problem आया? It's right. RIGST right. The problem is the easiest thing. Okay, 14 is okay? No. No? Ah, okay. Okay, it should be easy.
Maybe won't be with the answer. Answer is
Answer
B.
is B.
I mean, even I would A.
Then the answer can't be B. A.
Yeah.
Answer will be A. Answer is given wrong.
That was the A.
आगे से आगे ही करेंगे
R is ready D. Raise to the ground. R is ready D. Decided to raise the castle to the ground. R is ready.
what is the
Raise means to destroy completely. Like the cities are being razed to the ground by the attackers. R is then E will be there. Okay, 15. Any problem in 15? BRD, BARRED. BRD means BRD, the first one. What does BRD mean? Shyam, what does BRD mean?
Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't hear you properly.
Sorry, ma'am, I don't know.
You don't know? You got this question right?
No, ma'am, I have not got this question right.
So bard means a person who goes around singing songs or saying poems that way. Like you see, in Maharashtra, you have these Varkaris who go around, you see them sometimes in Navi Mumbai, you sometimes. Yeah? White dress, they sing around, they're the Varkaris. Right? So that is correct. He barred his soul to the preacher. Where? Barred, BRR, barred will mean to restrict, ban or restrict. Because of his age, he was barred from entering the theatre. Correct. The bar barred all bars. So you have all the words here. The bar barred all bars. So there could be restriction to all the singers who roam around. Okay. 16 में कुछ problem नहीं? Maybe मतलब? What have you marked? What have you marked? Generations. 17. Same passage में shiftless Howard Carpenter, then an idle shiftless boy of 21. Idle shiftless. So, What can you? Amiable नहीं आएगा, ruthless नहीं आएगा, idle lazy आएगा. Idle carefree भी आ सकता है. Shiftless means lazy, not carefree. Shiftless doesn't want to move. So when you see, the thing is that if you try to break down a word, कुछ तो निकलेगा उसमें से, right? Okay. 18.
Yes.
Huh? What did you look up the meaning of bodacious?
But risk taker,
Huh? Someone who is willing to take risks or do something shocking. Shocking. क्या रहेगा? Just this speaker. Do you know the meaning of bodacious? Aina?
Yes.
What does bodacious mean? So when you come across a difficult word, you don't know the meaning. You? Not what bodacious is.
Active and admirable.
Admirable, attractive. Okay. So what does audacious mean? Audacious.
I got a
What does it mean?
take this.
Someone who is willing to take risks. Yeah. And if you see somebody who is, if you say risk taker, somebody who can take risks. Okay. Audacious. Now, if you look at the sentence that is given, somebody who is willing to take risks or do something shocking. Somebody who can go all out and do something weird. Right? That is audacious. Risk taker to the extreme. So in this case, just risk taker will not be the answer. Audacious will be the answer. We are talking about going all the way out and doing something dangerous also, that will be audacious. Prishti, did you get this one right? 18?
Yes, ma'am.
Sham?
Yes, ma'am.
19? This was easy. A. B. Right. 20. What's your answer? B. B. Went with B. Hypochondriac. Okay, read the question carefully. A state in which a person has apprehension all the time about their well-being and considers that they are ill. Consider. What are we talking about? Are we talking about the person or the state? Answer B नहीं है. Answer B दिया है क्या? नहीं है answer. I had put in C because it should be उसमें answer. Okay, I have to check whether I have changed it or not. It should be C, not B. Yeah. Because we are talking about a state. It's a state. If we're talking about a person, it would be hypochondria. If it's a state, it would be hypochondria. What does hypochondria mean? Already told. Somebody who thinks that he or she is ill all the time. Okay, so that's it for this. Yeah. Okay. So now, considering that only 50% of you have done OCT 11, we'll, so I'll share worksheet 12 also. Worksheet 12 में कुछ questions repeated only what we did in class. So, so we can discuss 11 and 12. So 12 भी complete करना है. We discuss both together on Monday. And Monday we'll discuss your class report. So make sure at least अभी तक कितने किए हैं? 3 किए हैं. हाँ? Anyone? You people are not serious about your ultimate award.
Mom, I want to have clear the concept first.
See, clear your concepts first and then go maths में चलता है. In verbal, how will you know whether your concepts are clear or not unless you practice? Self confidence build करने से आता है. अपने आप नहीं आता है. Self confidence तब आएगा when okay you know that first test I got 10 wrong, second test I got only 5 wrong, third test I got only 2 wrong. So unless you do, you will not improve. I told you the first day that was the only way of tracking. Practice. What's the point of the sitting there and thinking? See, you practice, you get wrong, you learn from your mistakes. That's how it works. If you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. So you think that no, I will be perfect, I will get all of them right, then I will do over time nikal. Right? So today and tomorrow, make sure you do at least complete at least 5. 5 or 6. Mocks से पहले खत्म करने को बोला. You will get questions which you are familiar with, which you have done. It doesn't matter. Do that. Right? Rishti, how many tests have you taken?
Ma'am, not. I'll take it tomorrow.
Last test wale. You haven't taken any? Shyam,
Yes, ma'am.
how many class tests have you finished?
मैम अभी तक एक भी नहीं. आज सब करने वाला.
You haven't done any?
No. From today I will be giving all the tests.
So today and tomorrow, everyone will complete the first 5 class tests.
This was number.
Huh?
How you the first first?
Classes 1 to 3 will be winners.
I think so.
No, classes number दिया हुआ है.
I think so.
पढ़ा हुआ है, doesn't matter, do it again. Do it again. पढ़ा हुआ था, you got 10 wrong. Now you will see if you have done them, you are familiar, you should get all of them. Okay. So Monday I will discuss class test 1 to 5. Yeah, they are all the vocabulary and grammar ones. Some simple sentence completion will be there. Completed. Okay, so today we will move on to. Okay, yesterday I think we hadn't completed the questions. So do you want to complete them or should I give them in a worksheet and you will do them on your own? 2024 or 2023 wale. You want to do them now?
All the second option. We don't use that PPT for our category.
Then I will put them into a worksheet format and do them on your own.
Or we now.
Huh? We will do some more practice. Okay, we'll complete those. I think because तुम लोगों का कोई भरोसा नहीं. Okay, for sentence completion, your strategy. Hello. Oh yeah. Sentence completion में strategies क्या है? If you have difficult words, you don't know the meanings of any of the words. What do you do when you break it down? Huh? Go with the
Chart.
chart, right? We done this one, you remember? कुछ याद आ रहा है? We have done this. We done this also. नहीं ये नहीं किया. You can see clearly. Okay, what is it? Okay, everybody, you can see the screen. Rishti Shyam, you can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
So here's your question. Nobody is going to talk, nobody is going to discuss. I want the answer in less than a minute. Yeah, seriously. Yes. Eliminated something. Answer? That's the thinking. What the answer? Yes. Okay. Rishti? What's your answer?
Ma'am, I'm still solving.
It can't take so long. Shyam?
Ma'am, मेरा ये wrong आया था. So मैं भी ये नहीं कर पाया.
Carefully. You people? Third, sure? Yeah. That is the answer. So, why did you eliminate one? What did you see that you eliminated one? Serving. Yeah? Serving vital information. Vital for serving informed citizenship and democratic values. So it was to either foster or further. right? In one, all of them could be the word
Thoughtfully is not.
thoughtfully, yeah, thoughtfully wouldn't be. Discreetly or discerningly, discreetly भी नहीं होगा. What does discreet mean? Huh?
Without anyone knowing.
Yeah, subtly. Yeah. Like without making a big noise about it. So judiciously and discerningly could fit into the first blank. Second blank में systematic wouldn't fit in. So obviously you're very. So when you eliminate, becomes first. Okay, Vishti and Shyam, you got the answer now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Next question. There may be a few words which you don't know. Still you can get it. You have to take note of your keywords. So anything you could eliminate? Hmm? First answer, right? Inaction, first blank में, right? Enemies intentional, something negative. Yeah, inaction could be they didn't take any action, so but that doesn't really fit. Error, intentional error, error to second में, including what events? Everything can be controlled, including advantages, either indescribable or outstanding. Outstanding events? Not real. So errors we eliminated. What is left? Only equal left. If you eliminate one and you're sure that this has to be eliminated. Now, do we know the meaning of all these words? Prowess. What does prowess mean? Prowess would mean something like competence, expertise, right? It is only a matter of power and prowess. So, the ability to do something or the competence to do something. What's the meaning of machinations? Something. No. nowhere related to machines. Yeah, just because it has MACHINA, it doesn't really relate to this. I think so. So, and it's nothing related to mechanization also. Yeah, so write it down. Mechanization, machination, it's not mechanization, it's machination. Machination means plotting or scheming. Outstanding here would be, something that is unique. Indescribable, yeah. So when would you say something cannot be described? Positive. It could be positive or negative. It could be both positive or negative. It's usually used in a sense that something is extreme. Something that is extreme, which is out of the way, or something that we can't even fathom or think of. Right? Done. We do the 2023 questions also. So think of your own words first. We're talking about Kairos, cafes, warehouses, barber shops. So portraits of Egyptian icons are everywhere. Right? All these places you find the portraits. Then kings, presidents, villages, and political figures are all dashed on painting walls. So they are just hanging there. Maybe what can come in? Now they are everywhere. What can we eliminate for the first one? Red and yellow. Fashionable. Portraits. So if you read the sentence, okay. If you think it is fashionable, put fashionable into the sentence and read. Whatever word you choose, plug it back into the sentence. Yeah. Fashionable. In the alleyways of old Cairo, in its cafes, warehouses, barber shops, framed portraits of Egyptian icons are fashionable. Doesn't make sense.
Fashionable is something that's fashion.
Something in fashion, in this context, in this sentence, does it fit in? Think about that. Does it fit in? Old, we are talking about old. Now, when you talk about fashion, either it is something that is in fashion, something that is everyone is doing, right? Now, here we are talking about the alleyways of old Cairo. Yeah, cafes, warehouses. Is it? Wouldn't say barber shop warehouse is fashionable to hang portraits? Yeah. So now, when you think it is fashionable, okay, we will not maybe eliminate fashionable. We'll keep it. We will look for an answer which is better. So ubiquitous means. Yeah. So would that be a better choice? So when you are a little confused between two options, okay, this can be, look for the others, see which is better. So substantial are enough. Right. Substantial means enough. Second blank. Now what are we left with? If we keep fashionable, okay, suppose we keep fashionable, we don't eliminate. We still go into the second one. Yeah. Now ubiquitous, we said most probably better option. Now, the second blank. Figures are immortalized or confounded. Now, what is the context here? Unfading words held as a symbol of past glory, of the glorious past. So if it's talking about glorious past, icons are immortalized or confounded. Right? So you got the answer from the clues. So here your answer is 4. Yes? Confounded means you are confounded to a small room. Means you are restricted. Confounded will be restricted. So are we talking about restricted? No. And besides, we are talking about a glorious past. So if it is glorious past, confounded means, okay, that is correct. Confounded would be surprised that you know. Write it down. So we are not confused when we come across. Okay, so confounded is not the answer here. Anyway, if you look at the meaning of the sentence, your only option that can be chosen would be 4. Yeah. Confound will be constricted, restricted, confounded as a word, not as past tense. As a word, that's how it comes out. It's not the tense. So, what the answer here? Yeah. This one. So you can very well relate to this. So when you can relate to something, you can get the words easily. So maybe the second sentence can give you a better clue. Can eliminate on the basis of the second sentence.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, what is the difference between disconcerting and uncomfortable?
Same thing. Disconcerting, uncomfortable is same. Yes, no discussing. I want the answer without discussing. You know the answer? Okay, if you have a doubt, we'll discuss. Okay. So 2 and 3. Shyam, what's your answer? Yes, Shyam, Vishti, what's your answer?
What's the second one?
And third.
Yes, Shyam? Hello?
Third one.
Third one, okay. So we have, some people have 2, some people have 3, right? Yeah. Okay, good. So now what is it actually talking about? Working from home requires that you may have to put your dash line. Yeah. So now when you are working from home is what? Private place. Right? You can think of it that way. Actual. Okay, now between private and actual. Now, what are you doing with what type of life are you talking about? Working from home means you are on the camera, on the screen all the time. Yeah, one Zoom all the time. Yeah, whether you are eating, your kids are coming in, your aunt is talking to you, your mom wants to say something, everything is on camera. Yeah, and then finally you just return off your camera and you're a black screen. Yeah, so we can say your private life, that would be better than actual, right? And screen, video, both can come in. Disconcerting, uncomfortable mean the same, right? So we have eliminated, now entire can also be an option, like actual could be an option, right? But would entire, okay, if you think entire is an option, complicated will not, right? People find it very complicated as they like to keep their work and home life separate. They want to keep work and home life separate, so it is uncomfortable to be on camera all the time. Right? So working from home becomes uncomfortable. So our answer will be second one. Better option would be second. Not that entire and actual are absolutely wrong, but what is that? So we are looking for the best fit. This one. Look for clues in the sentence given to you. What clues did you find? Resource chief, okay. What do the human resource chief want to do? How do you figure out the right answers? Now, if you look at the first blank, you have some words. They are opposites also. We're not talking about this. Then think aloud. So what will give sense of stability and certainty? We will look for the options accordingly. First option. Okay, let's look at the first blank. First blank. The human resource chief said that the company will not dash on investing in people. And now, what will they do if they want the people to have a sense of stability and certainty? They will debate, they will not debate, they will not prioritize.
Yeah.
Huh? So they will not prioritize the main They will not prioritize. They will not debate. Maybe compromise. They will not compromise. Can be. They will not delay on investing. Delay on investing over. Delay in investing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the clues that will help you in choosing a word. Grammatically correct. That's why remember we did verbal phrases. Yeah, phrasal verbs, sorry. Phrasal verbs where the preposition helps in determining Yeah. So the correct preposition here is on. So you can debate on, even compromising. Right? So compromise. Okay, second one, on investing in people and has dash spending on employee needs. Has assured spending. Delay on investing is not your answer, say, right? What happened? In this context, delay in investing. Delay on something is when you're talking about it now. You are not going to delay investing. Delay in investing or delay on investing? Delay on investing होगा just delay in investing or delay in investing. Delay on investing is not dramatically right. So now we have eliminated 3. We have, okay, suppose we say that okay, we are still not sure about it. Okay? Can you see the result somewhere here? Delay, okay, we'll keep delay. Yeah? Right. Now, second blank has dash spending on employees' needs. It could be prioritized. Yeah, assured spending. Compromise something like that. With 3 we have already eliminated. Assured could be, but debate doesn't fit in. Right? Okay, now the third blank can help in order to empower them and provide them a sense of stability and certainty. Okay, now assured can be an answer, empower can be an answer. Reassure. Okay.
First, ma'am.
You go with first?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what now IPM is sometimes very stubborn with their views. Sometimes I found that that's where we can go. That's where some they open up for review and you can actually challenge their answer. Right? It's compromise, prioritize, and reassure. But delay. Right? Okay, now quick on this. There are only 2 blanks. Now here again, you have to be careful about the prepositions. If you look at the prepositions, look at the clues, contextual clues. Hello, I want the answer, no talking. What? Sure about it? Hmm? Yeah. So indistinguishable and reversible. So now the second blank, now if you look at the first blank, differentiated from can be distinguishable from, can be indistinguishable from, can be, right? Now, in the context, in its early stages, dementia is often differentiated or indistinguishable or distinguishable from normal aging, in which older brain may naturally begin to show signs of cognitive impairment. So it is often distinguishable or indistinguishable. Now both have the same symptoms, so we cannot differentiate. So indistinguishable is it. Now the second one, neither dementia nor cognitive aging is currently permanent, is not permanent, is not an answer, right? So obviously this is reversible, is not reversible. Nifty and Shyam, I hope you're following. Yeah, we can't afford to be very slow. Okay, without talking, come to the answer. Complicated, huh? Something can be written. One of the blanks and see if anything can be written here. Then the question. You got this? You've been able to come up with something. So have you people, yes? Look here, think. You won't get anyone to discuss in your exam. Try to think and discuss with yourself. What do you answer? So, first blank, what did you eliminate? First and fourth, right? What is the meaning of ordinal? Ordinal. Ordinal number. What is an ordinal number? It's an order, something that follows a series. Yeah. So it would be something that is organized, maybe. So in terms of writing in a sentence, what would ordinal? Any idea? Always look up when you don't know.
Ordinal means ranking based.
Yeah.
Visual ranking.
Digital ranking or in a particular order, right? Yeah. So in this case, will ordinal fit in? So nominal and ordinal can be eliminated, right? Nominal will fit in? No, huh? Increasingly nominal scale. Increasingly and nominal are two. You can't say increasingly nominal. Right? And we're talking about culture of the 21st century on an increasingly large scale is oriented around practical principles of utility effectiveness, something that is important. Okay, now we are left with conspicuous and global. Yeah, yes. Secondly, conspicuous scale, that is large scale.
We get on the next.
Okay. Next one में क्या eliminate किया? Now one is eliminated. We don't have to look at it now. So we have dialogue and relationship. So an idea, activities, artwork, dialogue with another person or relationship with another person is determined how? Now we come to the last blank. Yes. Last blank we have pragmatically and diligently. What does diligently mean? What does diligently mean?
Sincere.
Sincere. A person who is diligent, sincere and hardworking. Right? So, will diligently fit in?
No.
Sorry.
Third,
So, we can go with third one.
Which makes sense.
That is what makes the most sense. Okay, let's see if there's one more. We're talking about transparency and dash interests of the consumer, customers. Transparency and dash interest, what type of interest? Now, if we're talking about posts, now anything can be eliminated for the second blank. Are you going to give me a combined effort answer or individual answer? Yes? Hello? Okay, discuss with yourself, not with each other.
Discuss with ourselves.
What's your answer? What one? First? Okay. We have number one. Hello? Okay. Okay, we can discuss this way. We can discuss this. So, everyone is going with one?
No,
No.
अगले first one में match खराब.
What's your answer? First. Who all have first as the answer? 3 people first. Which do you answer? First? Shyam?
No, first.
First. Okay. Okay, let's see. क्या आएगा? हाँ, we can discuss. Fourth है कि first? Let's see. Let's discuss. Okay, first blank में dash have to label their dash posts. So it could be advertisers, promoters, distributors, or influencers. Anyone could be using, now we are talking about posts. Now posts could be in what type of post?
Commercial.
Yeah. We are talking about dash posts. Would you say commercials? Excuse me. Excuse me. इधर बोलो. Huh? Commercials posts, social media posts, Facebook posts, promotional posts.
First is limited.
Commercials posts होगा क्या? Only commercials can be, not posts. Yeah. So we can eliminate commercials. So one is eliminated.
Yes.
Right? Now we said it could be promoters, distributors, influencers, or advertisers.
Yeah.
So now it could be social media posts, Facebook posts, or promotional posts.
Yes.
All of them can fit. Right? So now only third one will return the correct answer. Now number one is eliminated. Hello? 1 minute. Can you please, Viva? Can you please come and sit here? You're the first person turning around. Yeah, so we can discuss this way. Okay, third May. What are we looking for in the third? About transparency and dash the interest of the consumers. Transparency and incite the safeguard, incite the interests. Multiply interests. Huh? Do you want to multiply interests? Do we say multiply interest? No. Incite interest? What does incite mean? Excite. Incite. Okay, look up the meaning of insight first. What's the meaning of insight?
Encourage.
Yeah. Encourage the interest of the consumers. Insight, encourage means to encourage somebody to do something. Incite something means to further a particular action.
So we are encouraging our customers. Inside interest, interest
Interest jagana. The dash bring transparency and insight here would be, insight would usually be used in like to increase something, right? Or it is usually inciting or
Exciting as a strength.
inciting power or inciting an action which is negative. So here would it be incite interest of consumers? Yeah. Now, okay, now another thing. 1 minute. Go to the beginning of the sentence. Dash have to label their post. Why do they have to label their post?
Safeguard them. Protect the consumers.
To safeguard the interest of the consumer. Why do they have to label the post? The purpose is somebody has to label their post. Yeah, they will. So if you go on any of the social media platforms, right? You have posts which are labeled as sponsored.
No.
So if they are sponsored, if a post is labeled as sponsored, what do you think of it? Is it making you interested in it?
Yeah.
No.
Is it increasing interest of the people? Just increasing interest? Now, when you are labeling something that this is good, this is bad, or this is of this particular category, right? So you are safeguarding interest, not increasing interest. The purpose of labeling is not just increasing interest. So you just put a post, people will read. तो क्या?
What transparency?
Transparency. Transparency के साथ क्या आएगा? You are told to be transparent. Transparent. Why? Being transparent will to only to increase interest or to safeguard interest? Safeguard. So you have to be logical in this. Yeah? Put on your analytical caps. Thinking caps. Where are your thinking caps? So when you come to class, have your thinking caps on. So your insight will not be a correct answer. It could be promotional, it could be social media, but not insight. Right? It will be safeguard. So when you are talking about labeling their post and talking about transparency, it is related to safeguarding. Okay, now these the rest of the PYQs you will find in the worksheets. So we will not do this. We'll move on to yeah, you can think out of the box. See, if you think about only what is mundane, you will not get to your answer. Mundane means obvious. Boring or obvious. So if you think that's a idea, obviously was that. That's not your answer. Remember, you want, see, always remember something. This is a competition to get into IIM. It can't be easy. The exam is meant to test your analytical skills. It's not meant to test your knowledge of English. Knowledge of English is a part of it. If you don't have knowledge of English, obviously you can't. But more than that, your analytics. So thinking is important, right? But you can get patterns. Okay, and everybody, make sure you complete. I'll share the second worksheet also, and make sure you complete that.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll also share some questions on. Say, we were talking about closed passages earlier. Now, IPM indoor doesn't have closed passages. What are closed passages? You've done in the end. Which we are. Yeah, there's a big passage with blanks. So till now we had sentence completion with 3 to 4 sentences, 3 to 4 blanks. Yeah. Those passages are bigger passages. Same thing. This thing extended to bigger passages. Your strategy will remain the same, obviously. So what do you do when you have a bigger passage?
Break it down.
Obviously, you do the same thing you did till now. Break it down, understand, look for the correct answer. Now, these questions usually come in DIPMAT, price, IPMAT, symbiosis, right? Everywhere, but not IPMAT. Project may they don't give you big passages, they give you sentences. Project may fill in the blanks like
Then it's what answer. I've seen it be like.
or DIPMAT may. रोहतक का आया होगा. Rohtak doesn't usually release their questions. किसी को अगर याद रहा किसी ने स्क्रीन कंटेंट करा. Very contributing.
Exam के बाद भी होएगा.
Okay, now do you want to do any
Yeah.
Okay, in this we have more questions which you will do. Yeah, I'm not doing this in class now. So you have it now. Now, when we're talking about closed passages, so when you're talking about large passages, you have to first read their paragraphs. What is it talking about? Viva, I can see your face. Viva is a naughty girl who needs to see her. You can please move this side so that I'm not disturbed. क्या हो गया? What are you people finding so funny that I can appreciate? Okay, can we get back? So we need to join the dots, remember? Take sentences together. Yeah. So understanding the theme of the paragraph helps. So when you fill in the blank, grammar, preposition, tenses, vocabulary. Is that important? Beginning. Yes. So a word you think is correct may not fit in because it is grammatically incorrect. Right? Tone is important, whether it is critical, narrative, humorous, depending upon that, in a big passage, meaning may change. Eliminate your amounts from the first, and keywords and clues always help. You know that. Let's look at this passage. Begin. Can you see clearly? If you can't see, you can come beside it. Okay, read this. Shyam and Vrishti, I hope you can see the passage.
Yes, ma'am.
Passage. So what's the passage talking about? What did you read? What is it? maybe one idea or two ideas that it came across. It's talking about, yeah,
Negative message.
is it negative? What is it talking about? It's talking about different, say, different developments in medical science. Yeah, if you go to paraphrase in your own words, it's talking about surrogate pregnancy, it's talking about cloning, and it's also talking about that we are getting used to these ideas. Something that was not acceptable earlier is acceptable now. Yeah, so is it negative? No, it's not. Right? Okay, so we can get to the questions. So each blank, now luckily each blank has 5 sets. Yeah, so here we are going one blank at a time. You don't have all the blanks put together, so it becomes easier. Yeah, you may get questions in which you have all of that, but usually in the closed packages you get one blank. The first blank may comparative, right? So not easy, not easier, to, not softer, ori. What can you eliminate? Not softer can be eliminated. Your sentence is now much has happened. It has become harder dash to discern the true meaning. It has become harder. Yeah. So we are looking at comparison to what? Not easier. Harder, easier. So your correct answer is not easier, right? Okay, now we come to the second line. We have become dash, donation and surrogate pregnancy. Now, here is where your context is important. Without the context, you can't make the answer. So, what is the previous sentence talking about? Getting used to, right? So, previous sentences we have in some sense been softened up to the idea, right? We have got used to the idea. Through movies, cartoons, jokes, etc. Some serious, some light-hearted. So we have become what? Donation and surrogate pregnancy we are talking about. We have become mindful of, aware of, careful of, accustomed to, kept on. What? The previous sentence is talking about we are aware of. We have got used to, aware of is already there in the previous sentence. So because of that, what can we say? We have become accustomed to. What are they accustomed to? Used to. We have become dash, donation and surrogate pregnancy. Now, what can we eliminate? Careful? No. Kept on? No. Aware of or mindful of. Accustomed to doesn't really fit into the sentence. You are aware. No, what is the first sentence? What is the previous sentence talking about? We have softened up to the idea. That is, we have come to know about this. Right? So, is it something that is prevalent that we are accustomed to? No. Yeah? We have come to know about it. So, now about donation. So accustomed to won't be. Aware of is, they've already said in the previous sentence. Mindful of can be better, right? And we are sensitive about it. We have accepted it. That way. Okay, now next one. Animal biotechnology has dash transgenic animals under dash science. So we can think about 3 and 4 together. Easily transferable to humans. Animal biotechnology has grown, given, yielded to follow. What is the difference between yielded and yielded? Is it the same?
First is giving something and second is from this to this.
Yielding. The yield of crops was good. Means the harvest was good. So yield means something that is produced or something that we get out of something. Yeah. Yielding to means giving into. Giving into, you yielded to the pressure. Some, like you say, you can't cope with the pressure, you yield to the pressure. Right? That yield to something means to give into.
Yielded and yielded to means only.
No.
Yielded.
Yield to is the phrase. It's used as yield to. Right? So here will yield to come in? In the, okay. In the third one. Animal biotechnology has dash transgenic animals and a dash science of genetic engineering. So has given rise to grown. Now yielded to means to given to. We can eliminate, yeah? Okay. Animal biotechnology has grown transgenic animals. Biotechnology has grown given transgenic animals. It has led to development of, so flow yielded has produced, right? Yielded here will be produced. Now let's look at the fourth one. And a dash science of genetic engineering. Strange? Would strange make sense? Strange doesn't make sense. New? New can. Yeah. Marching? Becoming? Coming up. Becoming can also be used in the sense of coming up actually. Burgeoning? Something that is burgeoning means beginning to grow. Go fast. So, is that pretty? Yeah. Growing science of genetic engineering easily transferable to humans. Can be. Yeah, so we can mark B as the answer. We'll see yeah. So that fits in. What's your name? Okay. Now we come to the fifth graph. Yeah, Vrishti and Shyama, hope you are following. I'm not getting your answers. Okay, number 5. Even more important, changes in the broader culture now make it dash to express a common and respectful understanding of sexuality, procreation, basic life, right?
May,
Pardon?
ma'am, A,
A, manageable.
yes,
Does it fit into the context? Think about put manageable into the sentence and read it. Yes, what's the answer? Is it further? B. Much easier. Right? We are talking about expressing much easier to express a common and respectful understanding. Now, surprisingly, will be eliminated. Vastly more difficult is it becoming difficult? No, it's the opposite. Attract to express, grammatically also difficult. Manageable to express or easier to express?
Easier.
Yes, Shyam? Manageable or easier?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you go with manageable or easier?
Ma'am, easier.
Right? So these are our answers now? Huh?
Yeah.
Those are our answers. Did we get them right? Let's check 1B, 2B, 2D. D कहाँ से आएगा?
अब वो second गलत है.
B have become kept on नहीं ये B आएगा. अच्छा B. 3C, 3C is correct. 4D, yeah. 5B, that's also correct. Yeah. Second one answer will be B. Oh,
Both are
typing mistake.
वो हम A answer.
A आएगा. Aware of B हो सकता है, but mindful of both is better. तो 2 का भी बोलते हैं. इसमें भी ये आंसर दिया है दो दिया.
ये नहीं है.
ये है. Now let's look at this passage.
Options.
You read the passage first and read the options. See, when you get a passage, first focus on knowing the passage. It becomes easier to get to the questions.
Yeah.
You understood this? And options? The 6 lines. Okay, now without talking, can you get the answers? Write your answers. Yeah, write your options and then we will discuss. No helping each other. Now don't get stuck on a single sentence. Look at the context in the neighboring sentences.
But you see,
Huh? Include it? Huh? Done? Chairman Drishy done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Number one, what's the answer to one? Hello, I want your answers.
Management.
B, management, effective management to do everything. Right. Only communication doesn't help. Okay, two. Number two.
Ma'am, implement.
Establish. Number two. क्या है?
Implement.
Implement. How long will it take to give me the answer? Three.
Innovative.
No, it.
Four. Also bring new risks or challenges.
Risk.
Cybersecurity threats. Cybersecurity threats are new. Okay, now technological advances bring in new challenges हो सकता है? We are getting in new technology. Technology brings in risks. This is more specific. Okay, let's see. Security. Sixth one. Fostering a culture of what? Yes. Read to each other. You can conform with each other, read to each other. Complacency means? What does complacency means? Okay, will it be resistance? No. Will it be innovation? Well, they're already talking about innovation. Now we have conformity and complacency. Do we know any of the meaning? We are talking about a culture of dash that can enhance collaboration.
Conformity.
We want collaboration. So, and what does complacency mean?
Uncritical satisfaction. Uncritical satisfaction with oneself.
So, anybody who keeps to oneself and satisfied with oneself will not be able to cooperate. Collaboration anymore.
So what does that mean?
Huh?
Satisfaction with oneself.
Your self-satisfaction. Yeah, so you may be self-centered, that could be complacency. So if you are satisfied with yourself, when you collaborate, no, this conformity, culture of conformity can enhance collaboration. So what's the meaning of conformity? Did you look up conformity?
Agreeing with you.
Agreeing with each other, right? So you can check your answers. Let's see if we are correct. First A, 2A, B, 4, B.
B.
Okay, that's where I was asking you challenges or risks.
Yes.
Okay, now let's look at B. We are talking about a business expanding. Yeah, and we are talking about innovative technology. So with innovative technology will come in challenges. And this is one of the risks. Cybersecurity threats is one of the risks.
So bring new risks.
It brings about challenges such as these. There are lots of challenges.
There are also risks.
See, risk is a risk of failure or a risk of a particular thing. Challenges encompasses everything. right? So challenges is wider, and here we are talking about a lot of things that can happen, such as this. So here, when you have two walls which where both can fit in, you have to analyze both. Right? So here, risk will be something specific, challenges is broad. So here we go to broad. We can go around this, right? Because I wanted to go around.
First one.
First is communication. First is communication, not management. Effective, okay, fine. We didn't read it grade 6. Did you plug it into the sentence?
Yes.
If you plug it into the sentence, in today's fast-paced world, effective dash. Will we say effective management? Effective management. Efficient management.
Efficient communication.
Effective communication. Your communication should be effective.
Not
Yeah.
to effective.
Be-
Also management effective.
Can we say management effective? Your policies can be effective. Management,
Communication also can be efficient.
efficient communication. We can say efficient communication. Can you say, okay, between communication and management, which is effective? Yeah, clear goals. Establish clear goals. We need to establish. So management establishes clear goals with the help establishing clear goals. You are telling the people that these are our goals.
But that established by the management.
So that can be done with effective communication. Right? So here, it's a fine line between management and communication. If we look at the context further, companies need to establish clear goals. And how can they establish clear goals and strategies? Strategies, management can establish strategies. Yeah, communicating, establishing clear goals. When you say establishing clear goals, you have to communicate it to the people. Right? So when you look at the overall idea, then communication fits in there. Right? So this is one of the dicey ones. We can get a few wrong, we can get a few right.
Culture of innovation can enhance collaboration and
Culture,
innovation.
which one are you talking about? 61. Yeah, culture of conformity. Oh, your culture of conformity, we innovation, but the first one, I was a little thing about effective communication would be a better option than management. In this, for this. 6B, so we are already talking about it. Here it will be okay. A little bit.
Speaks about
Clear goals and industry strategies. Okay. If you're talking about strategies, who establishes strategies?
Management.
And then also it says invest in technology. So there's nothing better.
Organizations must invest in this. I think
We don't need to improve efficiency.
which one? Okay. So I think majority says management and I think management. So debatable, but management. Yes. Thank you. Okay. You want to do this one? हाँ 5 minutes इसको करने में 5 minutes लगते हैं हाँ तो you can do now this is something you can do first here are your options Bus is getting dash to stand out through the productive innovation alone. They are becoming more ephemeral. Think carefully. Are you comparing? What type of comparison do you mean? Let's start on a particular brand and move on to the next. No question. Mishti Shyam, please do this.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you doing this?
My mom doing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All? Okay. Number one. It's getting difficult to stand out or tougher to stand out. Okay, let's see. We have it could be difficult or tougher, right? Okay, next one.
C.
This approach can help a company reinvent. We're talking about new ways. So, reinvent. Number three, shifting. 4,
Fundamental.
everyone thinks fundamental.
Yes.
Why do you take fundamental?
There's something important.
Yeah, because it's talking about changes in the company structure. So it should be fundamental changes. 5,
Discovery.
yeah. So number 1, what can be? Getting back to number 1. It's getting dash to stand out through the product innovation alone. It is difficult It's getting difficult. It is tougher or it's getting tougher?
It's getting tougher. It's getting difficult.
It's getting more difficult. Right? So what is the sense we get in this sentence? That it is becoming more difficult to do this. Is it just difficult? It's getting, although if we were to use difficult, we would just say it is difficult to stand out. It's getting more difficult. Beginning. So, tougher would be better. Let's see if they have the right answer for this. Yeah, it is tougher to be. Okay. This approach can help a now the previous sentence is talking about product alone and bundle when they occur are becoming more ephemeral. So we come to the second differentiation tactic. Right. So you look at the context. We are talking about differentiation tactic. Right? So it's not talking about just reinventing, but standing up. So distinguish to the answer. Okay? So always remember to look at the context. If you don't look at the context, you get some other answer which I have obviously put in. But we know if you don't look at the context, right? So 3 B, 3A, 4B, 5B. So the only problem was with 2. Reinvent is fine if you look at only the given sentence. But if you look at the context of the previous sentence, reinvent. हो गया डिस्कस करके बोल हो गए right? So now you can do any type of sentence completion. You have to do think. Yeah. Look at the context. When you have 2 or 3 sentences, always. Yeah. Okay, that's it for today. And you have Sunday. Now, enjoy a little, work a little. Or I'd say enjoy a little, work. Right? So this month is going to be tough till all your exams get over next month. 2 months. 2 months are crucial. We have to put in the So think of those people who are doing NET, JE. But then, हमको भी वही करना है. We have to put in. Enough for today. Okay, Vishti, thank you.
Bye.
Yes.
It was not the same.
हमारे इसका चलेगा प्लीज
क्यों इतना